Today we're using an ingredient that I think is highly underrated. Everyone thinks it's a vegetable, but it is in fact a berry, and it has several names: aubergine, eggplant, but we know it as brinjals. And of course, our superstar in the kitchen, Ms. Zola, is going to be telling us all about brinjals. Morning,
Yes,
Zola.
morning. I'm glad you love them as much as I do. They are very underrated, and that's because they have this misconception of being bitter.
Yeah.
So I'm going to tell you how to solve that bitterness so that you can enjoy them as much as we do.
Fantastic.
So as you can see, they come in many different shapes, sizes, and varieties. So they can come as small as berries sometimes. Sometimes the size of like raspberries. They're green. They come in white. Look at these beautiful stripy ones. So to combat the bitterness, you just have to check your aubergine first of all. So if you cut it and you look across, can you see there's not very many seeds here?
Okay,
so
cool.
the more seeds
there aren't any seeds.
exactly. The more seeds, the more bitter it's likely to be. So all you have to do is salt your aubergine. So this is called degorging.
All right.
So you put some salt over the aubergine, let it sit for a few minutes, and because salt is hygroscopic, it draws that bitter liquid to the surface. Then you can see there's little droplets on it, so you can wipe that away. You can even rinse it under cold water.
The droplets are already coming off there. Look at that. Boom.
Exactly.
Nice.
You basically washed away the bitter juices.
Okay.
So then you're good to go.
Fantastic, and that's basically now all of the bitterness is
All
drawn
the
out.
bitterness is drawn to the surface, wipe it off, and then your aubergines will taste amazing.
Wonderful, and of course we know aubergines, they're a great replacement for meat.
Exactly,
because
because the texture is so meaty.
Wonderful.
So if you grill them, you'll never forget, miss the steak.
I love it.
Well,
See
you might,
there?
but...
Brinjals are awesome, and you can use them in so many different ways. Talking
Yes.
about using them in so many different ways, our espresso and pick and pay curry competition winner, Videhi
Savurusan.
Savurusan,
Yes.
made a fantastic brinjal curry.
She did. She's vegetarian, and she won the curry competition.
Wonderful.
So I'm
And
very interested to see what she's going to make.
And our Joburg correspondent, Linda, is busy cooking with her. Over to you, Linda.
Earlier this year, Espresso and Pick n Pay searched for SA's best curry. A vegetarian creation won the title, and we're back with winner Videhi Savurusan, who turns the humble brinjal into the star attraction.
Well, back here in Johannesburg, I'm with Videhi, who's the curry competition winner. She's going to be teaching us how to make an extraordinary vegetarian dish. But before we go into there, Videhi, could you just run me through the day when you arrived for the competition?
Well, I must say it was very intimidating, walking into the kitchen and looking at all the prawns and the chicken and the fish dishes. I must say it was a bit daunting. That was it.
But I mean, I can imagine there with your basket of vegetables and you've got all these meat lovers.
Yes, and I had to do something that will highlight my dish. So, so I think that took top honors that day.
I mean, well, you won, so congratulations to that.
Thank you very much.
So what are we making here today?
Today we're making a small brinjal curry. It is small brinjal. Brinjal, another word for brinjal is aubergines. They come in different shapes and sizes and different colors as well. This is actually predominantly from India, and it's also being cultivated in southern and eastern Asia.
So what ingredients are we going to be using today?
Today we're going to be using samba powder, which is a traditional South Indian masala, and then we have cumin seeds, mustard seeds, and some ghee.
Awesome.
Yep.
Looks like we're ready to rock and roll.
Yes, let's
Where
get
do
on.
we start?
We're going to start making the wet masala, so we're going to be grinding all of the ingredients with the onions and the tomato.
First, grind together the onions, cumin, samba powder and tomatoes, as well as garlic, and blend to paste. Then add curry leaves and blend again.
So what we're going to do is we're just going to chop off the end slightly so we can get rid of this here. Maybe if you want to, you can just...
Sure, yeah, that's easy enough.
Yeah. And while you're doing that, we're just going to make a crisscross section at the bottom of these brinjals, because we're going to stuff them.
Okay.
Spoon the masala into the slits of brinjals. Heat oil on medium heat, add the mustard seeds, and allow to pop before adding the stuffed brinjals.
Alright, so you're just going to afterwards just throw the masala on
We just want this to slow down.
Add the remaining masala. Cover with a lid and leave to simmer for 30 minutes. Find the full recipe on expressoshow.com and more delicious recipe ideas in this Sunday's Food Weekly.
This is the texture that we're looking for and the consistency of the gravy. The brinjals are nice and tender while still retaining its shape.
Oh, fantastic.
So we're just going to add now a tablespoon of ghee, just to add a little bit of
He's that magic.
opulence and richness to this.
Let's see the main steps again. Grind together onions, tomato, curry leaves, garlic, ginger, cumin and samba powder. Stuff the masala mixture into the brinjals. Pop mustard seeds over a medium heat and toss in the stuffed brinjals as well as the leftover masala. Cook for 30 minutes and then melt in ghee. Serve with Indian flatbread or basmati rice.
Remember, if you want to get this ingredient list sent directly to your phone, SMS the word curry to 33728. Yo, man, you guys in Cape Town are definitely missing out, man. I want to tuck in even more. This is amazing. I think I'm going to turn vegetarian as well.
Welcome.
By supporting businessmen like Sibusiso Chabalala and his Berry Hill Trading Company, that's where we found goodness. Pick and Pay, always there for you.